Hi guys, so here's a tutorial about the toot sounds. So what are the toot sounds? These are the toot sounds. So they're anything higher than the drone. The drone is the basic note. We have the notes under it, which are called the drop octave. I think that's the general term. And the toot sounds are anything higher than the drone. So first we have the S, which is, then we have the Z, and then we have toot. So before toots we have S and Z. Now for the toot sounds, what they are is actually, normally we play with a smile, like there. I put on my smile. If I put on a frown, it becomes. So the shape of the mouth is, you see the frown goes down while the smile goes up. Okay, so that's for the shape of the mouth. Now, how can we practice these toots? How can we get the precision for them and articulation and power? So this is also a good video where I can explain to you and show you how I use the precision, articulation, and power in order to succeed and make it all sound better. So precision. The precision for toots is actually getting the mouth right and putting the mouth in the right place on the mouthpiece. So it's very easy. What I mean is very easy to be doing a toot or any other sound, and just by moving the mouth a bit, the sound goes away. I'll show you an example. That's an example. Oh, someone's calling. Um, so if we, how do we do it? How do we do the toot? So one exercise you can do in order to get it better is the precision for toot. So we don't focus on precision and articulation. So we forget the power. And I'll show you how we can do this. We can do it very gently, like this. So that's articulation and precision without the power. If I put the power in, it becomes. Yeah, and that's the correct sound. But for exercises, you don't need specifically to, when you learn something, you don't need to focus on the three things: power, precision, and articulation. So that's a gentle way to get to the toot, right? This. And then what you could do is also breathe on a toot. So breathing on the toot, we use the jaw, and we use cheeks in order to make the sound a bit longer. It's possible to do it without the cheeks, but that's only for very short toot. And maybe I will show you that in another video, another time. So breathing on the toot, we keep the same shape, but we just lower the jaw and bring it up in order to breathe, like this. Now, I can show you an exercise where we do drone, first toot, second toot, and third toot. And I will show you how it can be done with power but without articulation, or with articulation but without power, or without precision. So if it is without precision, that happens a lot when we go too fast. And so I'll show you the exercise correctly. As you heard at the end, of the last three or something, the sound wasn't there 100%. Like I was maybe doing drone, toot, toot, second, drone, second toot, and third. Or I was doing drone, first toot, third toot, and third toot again. Instead of doing drone, first, second, and third. So that's a lack of precision. Lack of precision often happens when you try to go too fast. So when you learn something, it's important that you have the precision and the articulation. I mean, before speeding it up, it's important to get it right. So if I do this exercise without articulation or with less articulation, it would sound something like this. For me, it's difficult to do it without that articulation, because that's the first thing I always try to think of, how to articulate the sound correctly. Without precision is something like I just did. And without power, the sound would not be as loud, which would, now I try to show you without power. And if we use power, precision, and articulation, this is how the exercise should sound. Bits, the last one, except the first two or three, which I did wrong. That was precision art. That was with the three characteristics the exercise should have. So there you have an exercise where we use breathing on the toots, breathing on first, second, or third. Now, how do we get the precision to breathe on the second or the third, which requires always more pressure from the diaphragm? We do this, and the way I do this is, if I want to find the third toot or the second or the fourth or fifth, what I do is I do the drone by pushing the air. So I do it like. I hope I didn't miss one. But you see, if I push the air out, it's easier to get the sound. So in order to breathe on that, I push it and then try to breathe on this note, toot. So there you go. Those are a few examples. Well, a few examples, yeah, of exercises we can do for the toots. And I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think about it. And till next time.